Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to the eastern wing of the Stink Bug Works. Well, this morning I thought I'd share something with you. I don't know if any of you ever planned to build a whip, but the finished product is a really slick, fast boat. My only complaint about the laser cutting is the slots are kind of big and it allows room for things to move around, but maybe that was the designer's intent in the first place. You know, go ask Brian Blazer exactly what he had in mind and you will get the correct answer. I can only guess. And I'm guessing he did that to a... For example, look at this slot right here. I don't know if you can see it, but right in here, because this piece is at an angle to this piece, they're not 90 degrees, the slot has to be a little wider, and the slot's going to be off center, so it's going to be tight on this side and sloppy on that side. So you got to come in here and fill that with epoxy or have a weak joint. So that's the only issue I have on this entire kit. And in the big picture, that's not really an issue at all. The instructions are geared for somebody that's already built at least one boat. You got to have a good idea of terminology and the like. And he gives you absolutely no insight on how to set it up. That's all up to the builder. And so, again, I'm assuming this is not a beginner's kit. This is for somebody that's been at it for a while and kind of knows what things are supposed to look like and where things are supposed to go. So here's a little thing I noticed that, nobody said anything about, but it was pretty obvious. Right now, I'm about to glue on this little piece. Now, I've got one on this side already, and what it is a doubler for the skin to lay on. So the skin's going to pull up right through this little section, and the rest of the skin's going to lay flat on this. So it needs a gluing edge to hold it down. Oh, I suppose you could butt glue it up against this, but that's not that good. So to that end, this piece is curved, and when you clamp a flat piece onto a curved piece, the flat piece wants to curve and the curved piece wants to go flat. So I could steam these and get a curve built in, but just the fact that this side piece, this whole side piece going down here, this thing, is not supported. It's cut out down here, and it's going through its tightest bend right here. It still wants to go straight. So I have had to take a clamp and make it into a pusher to push the center of this out just a little. See, if I relax it, it'll go straight. And that's not what I want. I want a nice continuous curve throughout. Let me get this where it'll fit now. A nice continuous curve. I need two hands to do this. A nice continuous curve throughout the whole piece. So once it's in place, oh, great. This is why it takes me so long to build something. And this is also why I don't talk about it while I do it, because it's awkward. I need all my senses, all my spidey senses to get it right. Here I am fighting with this thing while I'm doing it live. Welcome to raw naked video. Okay, here we go. I'll push it out just ever so slightly to where the curve of this matches the curve up here where it's held in place by the skin. So I can kind of jack this thing out. Okay, there. Now the curve is right. I've actually gone a little more, but when I release things after it's all said and glued, it'll snap back into place. So now that I have it clamped in place, I'm going to go mix up some epoxy. And what I'll do is I'll paint these edges. And then one by one, I'll loosen this clamp and allow that edge to kind of move out. And the epoxy will flow in there, and I'll squeeze it up again. And I'll just go around all four corners for the first epoxy. This one has the first epoxy on it. On this one, I'm going to come in here and paint these edges, and of course I'll paint the whole piece there, and I'll go in through here and just make sure it's all good and sealed. Like everything else here, it's all good and sealed. Without pouring epoxy on, you know, I use that real thin stuff with a paintbrush, and you know, that's how you get epoxy in here. And you know, you can kind of wipe up the epoxy here and put it over there, you know, and you go, oh, it's a little light right here. I'll put a little more right there. So that's how I'm getting epoxy on everything without putting 2 pounds of epoxy. I mix epoxy up at 1 gram increments. So I try to make this stuff go far. Anyway, boys and girls, for having nothing to say, I've said, 10 minutes worth of stuff? Until next time, jet out.